Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Not
So
Studious podcast.
And we, as you can tell, are live. You can finally put a beautiful face and another... you know what, I'll say it. Another good-looking face to the
Thank
name.
you.
Yeah,
I did not shave, unfortunately, today, so it's one of those things where I'm like half beautiful, you know what I mean? Like, this is like...
Hey, your forehead takes away most of the attention.
This is the beast of... What'd you say to me?
I said your forehead takes away most of the attention on the beard anyway.
What's wrong with my forehead?
It glistens in the light, man.
Alright, how about we fix this real quick?
I just see something really quick. I'm not gonna... Hang on. Let me just... Fuck me! Oh! Wow. Yeah.
It's Indian genetics.
You polish it, or?
I did buffer it this morning.
You put shoe shiner on there?
I did,
okay,
yeah.
Wow.
It's one of those things where, like, did you know it's actually good for your skin?
Shoe shiner?
I'm fucking joking, you fucking...
I thought you were being serious. I don't know, y'all do some crazy shit, like Tika on the eyebrows and all that.
What? Tika on the eyebrows?
Yeah, Tika on the eyebrows.
Well, holy moly.
Since you want to do your little, like, black talk to me.
Bro, it's not black talk, it's
Tika on the eyebrows? You did.
It's a pretty good J impression. Hell out of you. Anyway.
Like JSI?
Episode...
You know, because he's the Indian KSI with that forehead, so JSI.
I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. I'm only brown when it snows.
Then what are you?
Do I tea and a show, diving taxis, you know.
So episode 7.
Episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think that we should first and foremost update the beautiful people about kind of what we were doing the last couple of weeks. Because it's been 2 weeks, which, by the way, is not my fault.
Whoa. We posted last week.
Did we?
Yeah, you posted on March 8th.
Oh, man.
So
well, anyways, I guess what I'm trying to imply is that we didn't actually record a video for that episode, even though we technically promised.
No. We'll tell you why. You know, because since he calls me transparent all the time, I'll just be...
I just call you trans.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, sorry.
Since you call me transparent all the time,
right.
I'm just going to be straight up, okay? We needed to restructure, you know, because... We needed to sort of come up with a better idea, especially going on video, right? We need to bring you a certain, you know, level of excellence, right? A certain level of quality, right? Sorry.
Did you want to retry that?
A certain level of quality, right?
I'm gonna give you like one more shot. Like maybe I gotta slap it into you.
Should I talk like Obama?
Try now.
Like Obama. We need to bring you a certain level of quality.
We love everything about the quality. It is absolutely fantastic, and we are going to begin by talking about China. We love China.
Actually, Donald, we're going to begin by talking about how we're going to restructure.
Well, we should probably begin...
Excuse me, a black man was speaking. We're going to...
Well, there was a reason that you were below me before.
Hey, I had a back-to-back.
I will put you back in
You didn't
your
go
cage.
back-to-back, motherfucker. I went, what did you say?
It's just so funny.
I will Barack you.
Okay, hold up.
I will Barack your world.
What?
Don't make me Barack your world, boy.
I am going to bring China here, and they are going to
fuck
do
you in that
something
hairpiece,
to
bitch, you know?
That is inexplicable. You know, just like
you're
we
a disgrace
did,
to this country,
just
son.
like we did the leader of ISIS, we are going to do to you.
Oh yeah, well I get to tap Michelle. What do you get, huh?
We are going to blow
Some
inside of you.
Huh?
We are going to blow inside of you. It will be phenomenal.
Take a little Russian prostitute and go the fuck home, huh? Yeah, good job, Android user. Yeah.
Android is by far bigger than iPhone. I will say it.
Yeah.
BlackBerry ruled the world.
What'd you call me?
As I grab my phone, would you like to describe your week?
Oh, right. Sorry. So, you know, first of all, we wanted to restructure the podcast a little bit, make it a lot more, instead of just diving into one key detail for the entire week.
That's true.
You know, we wanted to kind of bring you a little bit of, we'll call it segments, right?
Yeah.
So make it a bit more structured, make it a bit more interactive, something for everyone. You know, if you don't care about what we're talking about in this particular moment, you might care what we're talking about in the next 5 minutes kind of thing.
It's true. Yeah.
So it gives us a lot more variety. It gives us a lot more freedom. We don't have to be as structured.
Yeah.
So we'll have more fun with it. And it'll be similar every week.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we will switch what we're talking about, obviously. It's just going to kind of follow that, let's call it outline.
Yeah.
But my week, you know, Typical school and work. You know, hang out with friends when I can.
Seems super eventful.
Yeah, man. That's why. I really need.
So
this
before he stutters.
And what did you just do? Right, you couldn't get the words out.
Well, studying was happening too, right? Because you were also in school.
You know.
In fact, he was trying to do his assignment before we recorded, and I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah, guys, he doesn't want me to do well in school because he wants not so studious to be success, right?
Exactly. See, we have to stay true.
We have to, you know, keep our how would I say this? You know, we have to keep our vision high. You know, we have to keep pushing for greatness. You know, just like we did back in 2008 in the White House.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The fuck just happened?
I don't know. I was thinking about doing my Joker impression, and it led into like a bad.
So this week, how was your week?
It was pretty fucking phenomenal. Man.
Right.
I got to wrestle multiple times this week. We're trying to prep for
our
upcoming
so how many
shows.
men did you rub on this week?
Approximately. What did you say?
Nothing. Continue. Approximately.
No. But like, what was your question?
Oh, how many opponents? Sorry, did you have this week?
Yeah. No. I mean, like, well, because we run our classes like with just like varying amounts of people.
Right. So
it's like roughly 3 at a time.
Wow, that's very impressive. You can handle 3 men at a time.
I mean, give or take the day, right? Sometimes a little beat, so maybe like 1's fine.
Okay.
But we try for 3. 3 is the goal.
3 a day?
1 to 3, huh?
Per day?
No, like I mean, I took a break in between because you don't want to get like
you can't overexert yourself.
Exactly, right? Like you gotta build your
rejuvenate.
way
up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's one of your body will adapt,
right?
Though, so like I mean, I know, like I mean, for me, it's hard enough going 1-on-1 with somebody, but like you know, what do you?
Nothing. You didn't. I said
we're talking about wrestling,
right? But I said you can handle 3 men at a time, and you just kept emphasizing, you know, how it's good, but you need breaks here and there, and you know, you prefer 1. Thank you for confirming the gayness. Anyways, so,
in other news,
right?
Is there anything exciting that's going on the internet, like this, like the last couple of weeks?
Canada has a new prime minister.
That's kind of interesting to me.
Yeah.
Although it's the same government.
It's the same government.
I don't know if anything's really going to change. As far as I'm aware, what I've heard was he's going to eliminate carbon tax, which apparently everyone is complaining about, I myself included. Mm-hmm. We're getting rebates till next month, but he's going to, after he gets reelected, supposedly, he's going to start putting more taxes on aluminum and steel, which apparently we never use. But guess what your cars are made of, ladies and gentlemen?
Aluminum and steel.
Yeah.
A lot of, what's the word? Fiberglass probably too, but you know.
Yeah, no, but like, it's counterintuitive to me where, let's remove one set of taxes for you, but then we're just going to add a little bit extra because, you know, we want you to still buy cars, but buy them at a premium.
Why don't we talk about the little Canadian housing market for a second while we're here?
Sure,
right?
yeah. Okay.
So they also told us, what was it? That they'll reduce the tax for anything under $1 million.
That was the Conservatives.
Fine, but it's the same morals here.
Hmm.
As a Canadian, can you tell me the last time you've seen a home of decent, you know, proportions and decent value and good quality for under $1 million?
It depends on where you go. 'Cause I believe Windsor, Ontario does.
Right. So they want me to go to Windsor. Right.
Windsor's not a terrible
place.
place.
Hear me out.
Okay.
They try to build it up like their whole campaign is always, we're going to do great for everybody. And
Axe the tax.
Right. Axe the tax, reduce the housing market prices.
True.
Okay. Yeah. You didn't clarify that everybody and their mother would have to move to Windsor in order to benefit from this. Right? Like, come on, man. No politician's ever upfront with you. But enough about politics, because we're just going to go on a rampage.
True. But a side note to politics, it's kind of gearing in, because we're talking about Elon Musk for a second.
Very true.
Apparently, we just had a couple of people from the ISS return home, or on the way coming back home.
How long were they stuck up there?
9 months, I think. So basically, it was a long pregnant pause between when they were here.
Was it like the same age, or like how was this?
I think there was a bit of an age difference between the two. One was a brown chick. Shout out brown people. You know what I mean? So I think the other one was white, so kind of your people, right?
Shout out everybody, because I'm not racist, unlike this guy.
What? Okay, look, like hashtag not racist. Not so studious and not so
9
racist.
months, huh?
Yeah.
Imagine if you got stuck up there with, like, I don't know, Megan Fox or like someone.
She probably got if she was stuck with you.
Oh.
But then to me, she'd be like, what is that stud doing here with me?
No, if she was stuck with you, she'd probably, like, you know, she'd just be floating around Mars right now.
We could float together, you know what I mean?
You'd be like, come back, Megan! Come back!
I don't know where you got, like, the fee-fa-fo-fum voice from.
That's just how I picture you in space. Because, you know, things shrink, or I think they expand in space, right? Anyways. Imagine being stuck here. Oh, shit, Megan. I guess we're gonna have to repopulate, you know? Like, I don't know how long we're gonna be stuck up here.
I'm pretty sure the plan was just to be stuck up there for 9 months.
No, but, like, you know, you could say, shit, I don't know how long we're gonna be up here, Megan. We might as well repopulate,
Would this be your pickup line to Megan Fox?
If I was stuck in space with her, yeah.
Yeah, like...
It's a very situational pickup line, you know?
So it's like, well, Megan...
See, I wouldn't go at her like that.
No,
but...
this is how I imagine you would sound in space.
No,
it's like, hi, Megan, you know, I don't know how long that we're gonna, like, kind of be stuck here. So, like, can I, like, just get stuck in you?
See, that's how you would say it, and that's why you'd end up floating around Mars when she punches you in the face so hard that you fucking eject out of this space station.
Cat Bluey.
Exactly why she wouldn't sleep with you.
Okay, now, like, people appreciate
gayness.
Somewhat. No, it's the subtle stupid. No,
fruitiness. Flamboyant.
Will you let me the speaking, please? Thank you. I was talking about subtle. Are we
gay?
Your breath sounds or smells like a teacher's one. Okay, like, you know, like, you remember. Okay, how many of you would have a flashback to this? Right, you ask a teacher a question, they come over, they bend over, come right next to you. You're like, I don't really know this question. They're like, well, basically, you know, the question is like, and you're just like, okay, first of all, I drank my coffee today. I don't need more of a whiff.
Right.
Right.
Coffee breath. Yeah.
Right. And second of all,
do I have coffee breath?
A little bit.
Sorry, I did have coffee before I came here. So.
Yeah. So
to awaken me.
Get away from me.
Sorry, sir.
You should be.
Honestly, the teachers would always like. The desks were too close.
Right.
Because if the guy over here asks a question, now you're just sniffing butt. Like right? Like, you either smell the coffee breath or you smell ass.
That's phenomenal.
There's no in between. Because the desks are like, it's like me and you, right? So if I ask a question, she's sneaking in here and, like, leaning over me with her ass in your face. And
well,
then
it depends on if you had a crush on her.
See, like, my teacher... Okay, I'm not going to go there. Anyway.
Okay, no.
I think I spoke about this in the last podcast anyway.
But for those of you who didn't listen, let's reiterate what just happened.
I had a teacher in, like, grade 7, grade 8. She was pretty good looking, you know. She liked me, and she used to ask me to help her take stuff down to her car once in a while.
Also ask him to take a lot more in, right? So
sometimes if I had a question, she'd be like, I got this for you. And she'd like write down the whole thing, then say, just solve it. You know?
Actually, I mean, get him anything. Sometimes
Sometimes she'd actually
the B card. Sorry, continue.
Sometimes she'd actually just put the answer on the paper.
Oh, she put something on him, all right.
At least I knew I liked women at 12, you know, unlike you.
What do you mean?
I was still questioning it.
That is not.
Oh my god, Jamal looks so good today.
That was
my
not
little
even...
dreadhead.
My little dreadhead is insane. Like, bro, imagine if that was the new Treehouse show.
My little dreadhead. It's a My Little Pony, yeah.
Right.
Oh fuck. We can't be saying that.
Oh.
Apologize. Now.
I am of the very sorries of this very particular
apologize
thing.
To the African American community. The African American community.
What'd I do for some titties right now?
Oh, the African Americans. Oh, I love them. Well, especially the black ones.
We as a community need to basically band together. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Wrong black person, buddy. Again, we've been
what part of the bus do you sit on?
What? I'm like right in the middle because it's like the whites in the front,
true.
the blacks in the back.
Honestly, I like sitting in the back,
just
though,
like
right?
the brownies
like, it's
in the center.
Cool. All the cool people sit in the back, remember? True. Like on a school trip, all the dorks were in front. All
the dorks?
The dorks. The girls crazy. Would sit like kind of behind them. Then the semi-cool people, you know, maybe the guy with his headphones on would sit in the middle. Yes, and then true. all the fuck boys and athletes and fucking people yelling and screaming and throwing shit would be in the very back.
Dude, I remember being part of that because like I was on multiple teams and back in like high school and elementary, and dude, like we would always take the back. But it's weird because you're gonna call me gay for this. But like it was always the bump.
Sorry.
It was always, you would always sit at the back so you get the best of the bumps, you know, after the bus driver would go over it.
I get what you're trying to say, because if the wheel hits and you're at the back, you go higher.
You got higher. Yeah. But that was cool back in the day. It was kind of like when you used to be able to go through a door
I
and tap
remember
the top.
A driver hit the bump so hard. We had this little guy.
Oh, so hard.
Shut the fuck up. He hit the bump so hard that the little guy flew over the back seat into the second last seat because he was like in midair.
Dude, okay, tell me if I'm wrong. Everybody knows that one small kid that was like our age,
glasses,
but could definitely pass for like a 3-year-old.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Dude, I remember, like, I progressed my way. Like, I started school in the middle. I was never at the front. Okay?
Right.
Well, maybe in, like, early years. But, like, let's call it, like, middle school area, right?
Right.
Into early high school. I was in the middle of the bus, and slowly, you know, year by year, month by month, I would progress. And when I made it to that back seat, when the guy in the back seat was like, yo, sit here, I was like, ooh.
Imagine feeling so fulfilled in life when like the popular kid came to
come sit by, right? I was like, fuck.
And they were always in grade 8 and you were in grade 4. You know, it was like it's that power imbalance. It's the reason why we have kinks today. I felt like I made it,
you know. But he peaked in high school, all right? You know, like
you can completely gloss over what I said.
What did you say?
Like this is the reason why we have kinks now, right? Like the power imbalance, where it's like you're hoping your boss hits on you. You know what I mean? Or your teacher.
If she's hot.
True.
I mean, I'm legal. It's not like I'm a minor or anything. So like...
That is true. It was funny because I was watching, for some odd reason, my TikTok for you shows me like
if my bosses are watching this, no. Anyways, so do you want to circle back how you were talking about?
Do you think hi you?
I kind of stuttered. Yeah. Do you want to circle back to how you were discussing taking on 3 men at once? Would you like to go back there for a second or no? Rather not.
Rather not.
Okay. Anyways, Justin.
Yes.
We've talked about politics and school buses and, you know, middle school aura.
Man, how I missed those times.
It was fun, man. Life was easy back then. I mean, it really wasn't socially, but compared to the actual responsibility
it's weird how social interaction changes as you get older. Yeah. Like nowadays, it's about. It's about.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. Mr. Worldwide's here for you.
Said it's so zesty.
But what? It wasn't zesty. It was like very.
But I'll be honest, it was cool having like seeing the same people every day. You know what I mean? Like building that friend group.
It's true.
I miss that sometimes.
Sorry, I have a notification on my phone. Keep talking. What the fuck was that? Don't worry about it.
He just opened up a gay porn video.
Okay, that's not true. It was Evolved Fights. Okay. It was a little different.
Was that actually porn?
No, it wasn't. It was my TikTok for you.
Oh, it just looked really...
Which is funny because apparently you can get porn on TikTok now. It's just very hidden.
Let's keep this PG. Thank you.
We what have we said so far?
Okay, but sexual content...
Super PG.
X-rated content is a little borderline. You know, it's
about porn before.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we have.
No, just so you record it with your wrestle buddies. It doesn't count because you're actively doing it, right?
I like to do it. No, it's Move It. Right.
Okay, Justin, speaking of Move It, would you like to introduce our next segment for today?
Well, we're pretty new to this, so I gotta like pull up my spreadsheet.
Please don't pull out
just
anything
like I'm
talking like that.
Just no. Spread you.
Fuck you. Anyways.
Let me see. Let's play that song.
It's really not that hard.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh, sorry. Do you have any hot takes at all? Is there anything that maybe you've closed in, that you've kept and put in?
I like it when women make the first move. Okay? It's not always up to me.
That is probably the best one I've heard by
Girls,
far.
We enjoy it.
Interesting.
Like, it shows that you actually have some interest. You know what I mean? It shows that, like, you care as much as we care. I like to see that you care. Because, you know, whether you believe it or not, men have feelings. You know, we have, well, most of us. We have a limit. We have a tolerance, right?
If anything, relationships have taught me to be less emotional and more logical, which I believe we did touch.
It's true.
On each other. We touched each other about, right?
Never and never.
Right.
We talked about that in Dating Decoded, but we didn't really talk about, girls.
Yeah, like what's a girl's perspective on certain things?
Like, I know you guys like it when the guy makes the first move, you find it attractive, whatnot.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I understand why. It shows that we're, caring, and we give you, we show that we like you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you do it back, it means just as much, whether you realize it or not. That's my hot take for the week.
Mine's gonna be a little controversial.
We know you're gay. It's okay. It's okay. I support you, buddy. I'll come with you to Pride in June. Okay? Just please keep your pants on.
For anyone that knows me personally.
And your shirt.
For anyone that knows me personally, I hope you're aware that we are joking. Okay?
For anyone that doesn't, you will see him in June. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. What's your hot take?
Don't touch me.
I didn't. I touched your chairs. Do you sound like a...
Okay,
do you sound like this? Were you made out of ceramic?
You glided across my arm to touch my chair, which shows me that maybe you're going.
And now you're rock hard, right?
Sorry. Not yet, okay. But now that you said it, it's like a demand, so I'm feeling it now.
What's your hot take for the week, good sir?
I feel as though the feminism movement is slightly corrupt.
Whoa.
And here's the reason why.
Okay, you continue. I'm just going to go over here.
Okay, no,
continue.
It's not anything bad.
Let go of me. Stop. I'm actually checking something. Stop.
Oh, sorry. Jeez, my bad. Anyways, my take on this is pretty particular here. I feel like true feminism is about equality amongst men and women. However, in this generation in particular, I think it's a lot more about women being able to do whatever it is they want, and then men always getting the bad end of the spectrum kind of situation.
Okay, yeah.
No, not yet. Oh. One more thing. You can come back.
I'm scared.
Why? It's not anything bad. I think I'm speaking genuinely, right? Like, for example, how many podcasts have you seen where a lot of women have maybe gone on and said, we women need to have more respect, and and it's not that I disagree with that at all, but that was like the
I told you I'm scared to come back. I was waiting to see where the conversation went.
Come closer. Anyways, that was my hot take. I'm done. I think I'm done. You see my point, though, I feel. For those of you that disagree, that's fine. I would love to converse with you about it. But, well, I just genuinely want to know what it's actually supposed to be about. I've done my research on it, and apparently the research doesn't necessarily match up to people's actual takes on it, so I just genuinely want to know.
Okay.
I feel like that was genuine.
Right.
Like, I'm not dissing anybody.
I feel like more people are going to watch me playing peekaboo than listen to what you said anyway.
Okay,
so.
No.
That was zesty, boy.
Not as zesty as it's about to be once we shut off the little camera there.
Okay, so now that we're done our hot takes, would you like to maybe,
Sorry, little break here.
Not even a break, we need to figure out what's next on the agenda. Trending tech topics, Justin. Anything trending in the world of tech recently that you know of?
If we're going to continue off of hot takes here, I don't think iPhone producing a new phone every year benefits them at all. Because what's the new advancement that they end up doing every year? Oh my gosh, we fucking have a new hole to stuff your charger in. Bro, like, I don't understand.
New camera, new chip.
It doesn't do much.
No, okay, I'll be honest.
The dramatic shift from, like, iPhone 14 to 15 was just the charger.
The USB-C and the Island, too.
Yeah, okay, but the Island was in the 14 Pro Max, which you probably could have saved yourself a lot more money by getting the Pro Max instead of the 15.
I'll be honest, I don't switch unless there's like a drastic change. For example, I started with a 5, all right? I got the 8 when it came out.
Sounds like you're talking about like your women's spectrum. I started out with a 5, and then like, I felt.
I'm not Diddy, thank you.
I wasn't even thinking about it that way.
I started out with an iPhone 5, and then I continued to the iPhone 8 with the red back and the black in the front, because I always told myself, I was like, yo, if they ever make a red iPhone back with the black in the front, man, I gotta buy it. So, obviously, of course, as soon as I said it, it came out, and I was like, okay, there goes $1,000.
Yeah, fair.
And then I had the 12
the things Pro. You do for color is crazy. They gotta try all the different colors.
Every flavor on the market, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, and then the 12.
We're talking about the same thing.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
The 12 Pro came out, and that was a big change because now I got rid of the home button, the full screen going. It was beautiful. And now I have the 16 Pro Max. And the biggest difference between that and the 12, number one, the size. Number two, the island.
Right.
USB-C, which is nice. Okay. And the little camera button at the side, which makes it easier to take pictures of him because I have to do like the 0.5 so I can get everything. So it makes it nice and easy for me.
I'm gonna let that slide.
Since you were like interrupting me, that's why that happened. So.
Okay, but like interrupting does not. See, we don't fight violence with violence. Another hot take.
No, if you start a fight, I finish it. That's just my.
I'll finish you off.
Just like you finish off your wrestling buddies.
Yeah, my new finisher, by the way, is something called the Prism Trap, which I did take from a woman.
Sorry. I don't know. I don't know why I giggled at that. It was just a way which I did take from a woman. Like, you have to clarify?
Well, no, because a lot of the woman wrestlers' finishers are, like, very feminine. So, like, I'm glad that I was able to take
like the
those.
Raging Fist and the...
The what?
Nothing. The Raging Fist, the Human Pretzel.
The Human Pretzels.
Upside downsies.
Upside downsies to the 69.
Oh, okay. What did we say about talking about sex?
We have to keep it PG.
No. Just, no gray areas, right?
No gray areas?
Like sexual gray areas. What happens if Timmy the 5-year-old turns us on tonight? Right?
He's not going to because...
But what if he does?
His parents...
And he goes, my mom wants 69. You know what I mean? Do you really want that? And then she'll say, where'd you learn that? Oh, the Not So Studious podcast. And now we have a bad letter, right?
We never said...
My name is Tim. I'm Timmy's mom, and he listened to your podcast tonight and said that he learned what 69 was from you guys. This is unacceptable, and I'm going to report you. Then what?
First of all, we never said we were gearing our podcast towards Diddy's children.
No,
and second of all,
course. But if they listen, we have to make sure they don't hear anything they ain't supposed to hear. Right? I'm not sex
There's
ed.
something called adult content filter.
Oh, okay. I'm not sex ed.
Yeah,
right?
but we're not. But I'm saying is that we.
What if Timmy doesn't have a parental lock?
Well, that's his parents' fault, and we could argue that in court.
Okay, good point.
So,
okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to say before we end these people suffering of looking at your very ugly face?
Is there anything else you would like to say?
No.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Let me whip out the and take a look real quick here. What's new?
I'm so done with him. If any of you really
done with her, bitch ass piece of shit.
I'm so done with them that I just really feel.
Did anything fun happen to you? Anything funny? Anything interesting happen to you this week before we end off?
Yeah, like you getting a haircut was pretty funny to me.
Right.
I felt like if anything, you've gotten more of a bowl cut than fixing your.
I mean, I'm just sick of the front flip. Right, it's not 2014 anymore. I just need.
You didn't want to do like the Justin Bieber,
like because I can do whatever I want with this. Like I can just fluff it up, do it this way, do it that way, and it just falls back. Like it's nice. I don't have to worry about it, and it's soft. It's not hard. If anything,
you just turned it into more of like a bowl cut.
I know because you told me to do something to it. So if I do this once more, and then maybe pat her down a little bit, and then fluff it up, get some little texture going up here, right? Bang. See, not too shabby, right?
I feel like okay, so
that made it worse.
I don't know if you guys can notice this, but there's like this little triangle right here.
Yeah, he cut it that way. I'm not kidding. He cut it that way because even when I wash it, it still sits like that. So that's why I have to do this to try to.
So like you have like the Illuminati sign on your face.
He gave me like a middle part, but only on the forehead.
Maybe to get himself some color, we should throw a tattoo on him. What do you think?
Is assault legal in Canada?
Assault?
Yeah.
No, it's not legal.
Is it cool if I punch you?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to ask.
You could touch me. Rock hard, eh? That all he did was flick my vest, bro.
You have a very, very firm breast.
Thank you.
Anyways, so did something funny actually happen to you, asshole?
Honestly, I don't think anything funny to me. My life is quite uneventful.
You didn't laugh when you woke up and saw yourself in the mirror, like.
No, actually, I imagined you this morning, and then
Right.
Just
you just got blinded when the lights hit the forehead. Got it.
Well, it's mostly that the melanin in your skin reflects off the light.
So I was actually trying to ask you a genuine question, but you know what? Fuck you, guys. Thank you for tuning in this week. Okay.
We love you. Love you.
We love you very much.
We do.
Thank you for
sticking around.
Thank you for being our motivation to continue to do this and to take these next steps.
Complete transparency. Him and I find it you know, especially in these early stages, trying to figure out what to put out for you. It would be awesome.
Except ourselves, right? Because
yeah, I mean,
as willing as we are,
we'll put out for you if you like,
right?
So,
if you're female,
only
between
women.
19 or 20, let's go 20, play it safe. 20 and like 25-ish, you know, that sweet spot, decent looking, you know. We have, you know, hit up our email.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, but like genuinely speaking, if you do have feedback for us, we'd love to hear it because we're trying to put out the best type of content for you.
Right. We want to know what you want to see from us.
Yeah.
Right? We have ideas.
I mean, you probably heard in our first podcast too. There's a lot of things we want to do.
We have surprises in store.
Yeah, 100%.
Things that we have ready to go that you don't know about and you won't know about until they happen. Don't worry. That will be a thing we do here and there. Just throw things at you. For example,
100%.
guests and certain, you know, we're going to start actually actively doing YouTube soon.
Yeah.
But we have some surprises and some special things in store.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, yeah, we'd love to hear what you want to see from us, what you want us to try, what you want us to talk about, what you want us to react to or do.
Yeah. And hopefully up until this point, you have been entertained and we've been doing a good job of producing the content you like.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're taking this a step at a time. So forgive us if we're not going at a pace you like. But at the end of the day, like we've mentioned numerous times before, him and I are new at this.
And we also have other responsibilities too.
Yeah, although we are the Not So Studious podcast, we're both extremely studious with regards to our schooling and stuff.
Gotta finish it at least. Right?
I also need to pay back my OSIP, so I'm working as much as I can.
For sure, yeah.
Right.
Anyways,
but hey, hopefully this is not a forever thing.
Right.
You guys can make it happen. Just saying.
You guys can, and again, we've told you, we're the kind of influencers that would give back multiple times. If we make it big and you helped us, our one loyal fan.
Yeah, we know who you are, by the way.
And we will kiss you. And
it's weird how he calls me fruity, zesty, gay, all the above, and then he goes on and says
so that's the
like
first thing I've said sort of sus.
Yeah, but the thing is
it
that
could be a woman. That could be a woman. You never know.
We just said we knew who it was.
It could be your sister. Yeah, now what?
Okay, well, she's married, so I probably wouldn't want you kissing her.
It could be on the cheek.
You're not family, bro.
Wow.
And on that note,
I'm not after all. I do a podcast and I'm not family.
For joining us on episode number 7.
Excuse me, I'm not family.
The assault was caught on tape.
So was the insult. You know what? You're not invited to my cookout anymore. Yep.
But the
food. Of course, the truth finally comes out. Speaking of which, I'm pretty hungry. You want to get something?
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways, what should we eat, guys? We'll figure that out.
Chicken wings.
Oh, shit, I have stuff in here. I can take it home. Anyways, we love you guys.
Yes.
We'll see you on the next one. And thank you for tuning in to the Not
So
Studious podcast.
Adios.
See you later.
Never do that again.
Putting the blame on me.
Got me feeling like you a little crazy. Got you feeling some way lately.
So stupid.